Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing amazing today. So in this week's video, I'm going to be reviewing this little beauty. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, which everyone literally lost their minds over. As soon as it was released, they were basically sold out. Like, they were just like on and off the shelf. I'm not gonna lie, when I was doing my video I forgot to swatch it for you guys to show you the original colour, so I'm gonna do that in my introduction because I'm a muppet. So I got the shade C1 and I've just swatched it on my hand. I personally don't think that's too bad. I feel like it's like more noticeable because it's just blocky. Like if I blend it out it'll probably look a lot better. So obviously the reason I'm reviewing this is because it's cruelty-free and vegan and everyone hyped it up so much. So if you guys want to see the end result of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Tequila, I keep saying tequila! So if you guys want to see how well this concealer works, then keep watching. The Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer was released... I can't even do it. The Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer was originally released on January 3rd, and so I am quite late with this kind of review, but it's literally sold out everywhere for so long. I went in every single day into Superdrug stores, on the Tan Beauty website, on like Superdrug website, nothing. It was completely sold out. The hype with these was insane, but Tan Beauty finally restocked on their website, so I finally got them. These concealers come in 18 different shade ranges. That is incredible. They range from fair to deep skin tones, and they come in a range of warm, neutral and cool undertones. So whether your skin has, you know, yellow undertones or pink undertones or blue undertones or whatever your skin has, then there is definitely a concealer for you in this collection, which is amazing. I went for shade C1, which I feel like is a bit risky because this is for very, very, very fair skin tones. And although I probably look it on camera because I've got two spotlights on me, I'm fair skin toned, but I'm not like really fair skin toned. But the C1 is for fair skin tones with neutral undertones. I caught it, yeah. Then again, sometimes depending on what kind of the weather is like, I do have yellowy undertones, but for now I just kind of went for neutral because that's kind of what my skin's doing at this current moment. So these concealers are only £4, and for the hype that they were getting, these must be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to try them. So this is the packaging of the concealer. It's very, very, very simplistic plastic bottle with a rose gold lid and rose gold sticker. So you get 3.4 millilitres in each bottle, and then if you open the lid, you've got this huge applicator doe foot brush. Because the applicator brush is so thick and wide and big, I feel like it's literally going to give you such amazing coverage and like application. So this is a liquid concealer that's meant to be lightweight but full coverage. It's meant to cover blemishes, dark circles and even skin tones. This concealer is also meant to leave you with a matte finish, which is kind of concerning right now as it is winter and my skin is kind of like a little bit more on the drier side, so I don't want it to highlight any dry areas, but I have prepped my skin ready for this video. So first things first, I'm just going to push my fringe out of my face because I don't want to get it in my makeup. So next I'm just going to use my Makeup Revolution Ultra Face Base Primer to prime the base of my skin. Prime the base of my skin? Prime my face. So next I'm just going to take my e.l.f. foundation and a damp beauty blender. That looks huge right now. I'm going to apply a really thin layer to my skin purely because I do want to see how well the concealer, you know, does everything. If I'm like slathering my face in foundation, you're not really going to see the concealer effect that well. So now I'm going to go in with my Conceal and Define Concealer, and I'm going to do my under eye first. I'm so excited to use this brush. Oh my god, that goes on so smoothly. Oh my god, that is so thick. Oh my god, look at the difference. That is insane coverage. I mean, it hasn't covered everything. Like, if I zoom you in quickly, you can still see there is a bit of like darkness around the bit of my under eye. Honestly, that difference is insane. Like, that eye looks so much like brighter and more awake than this side does. It looks so like drowsy and gross. Ooh, ugh, ooh, ugh. It hasn't completely covered the dark bits in the very corner of my eye, but I feel like if I put colour correction under that, like a peachy tone to like neutralise dark areas, that might have like completely covered it. But for like a first time without like a really thin layer of foundation on and no colour correction, I think that's covered my dark circles pretty well. One thing I am starting to see with this concealer is it is creasing a lot around like the outer corner of my eye. So that's a bit annoying. Maybe that's because it's just really thick. I don't know. Let's move on, shall we? Let's try my nose. The bits around my nose get quite oily. So I want to see how the matte finish works with that. It literally just blends so easily. That is incredible. Although I do think I've picked a shade that's too light for my skin tone, because I'm seeing it very obviously right now and it does not match with my foundation. Literally, it's insane. It's so good. Oh, it's a bit more difficult to blend out now. One thing I will say about the concealer is it does dry really quickly, which makes it really difficult to blend. I literally obviously put it in like 3 areas just then, and as I was blending these two out, this one dried, which made it a little bit more difficult to blend out. And another thing as well, once you've blended it out, leave it. Don't keep going back to it because you will take it off, which is what I keep doing to this bit of my nose whenever I'm blending out the two sides. I keep knocking the tip of my nose and it keeps taking the concealer off. When I did my eyes, it's not full coverage, you can still see the dark bits, but on my nose, it's pretty good coverage, pretty full coverage. Like, there is no red bits there at all. Forehead. This applicator brush is so good. It's so soft. Right, let's do these little blemishes and let's see how good you cover dry, scabbed over spots. Thing as well is where these spots are, I do have like little whiskers. I like girl fuzz. I don't know what you want to call it. I've got some hairs on my top lip. I actually have a problem with foundations and concealers that they get caught in the like little bits of hair above my lip. I want to see if this concealer does the same. So if this blends out nicely and doesn't get caught in my facial hair, winner. This concealer has not got caught in my facial hair, so that's really good. I actually thought it was going to get like caked in there and be really difficult to blend. That's good. Right, chin. How easy that blends out, like literally like in seconds. You can kind of still see that the blemishes are there, like they're not going to completely like make them impossible to see. This one, you basically can't see at all, but this one is still like poking through a little bit. So I finished applying the concealer to my face and I blended it all out, and now I'm just going to go and finish the rest of my makeup, and I will come back and I'll tell you the pros and cons of this little beauty. Obviously, by that I think you can tell that I actually really like this concealer, but I am going to be unbiased and I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of it and what my personal opinion is. Ta-da! Got a bit grungy today, didn't realise how dark my makeup actually was. So my overall opinion of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, didn't say tequila, is, oh my god, I think it is amazing. However, obviously I'm going to run through the positives and the negatives of this concealer, but one thing I will say, when I was doing my makeup and I was putting on my, you know, setting powder, I'm not too sure this matte concealer works to that great with like powders, because it's kind of clumped up in areas, but that could just be my opinion, and my skin type is quite dry like I already said recently, so it could be the fact that my skin in general isn't working very well with powders. So let's start with the positives of this concealer. 1, it's only £4. 2, it comes in 18 different shades, from fair to deep, neutral, cool and warm undertones. That is incredible, like well done Makeup Revolution. 3, the applicator is huge and it's so delicate and soft, and I can understand why they've made this doe foot applicator so gentle and smooth on your skin, is because I know a lot of people do have sensitive skin, and sometimes when I've used concealers in the past, the applicator brush is too harsh on your skin and it does like feel uncomfortable to use. This goes on like just so smoothly. 4, my 4. Next positive, it's so creamy and smooth. Now as a liquid concealer, you do expect it to sometimes be quite watery and, you know, not really give you that full coverage. This is so thick and gives you such good coverage, but at the same time it blends amazingly. But I'll move on to the negative bit of that in a second. The biggest positive of them all is it's cruelty-free and vegan. So the negative side of this concealer, 1, if you leave it too long on your skin, it will dry and it'll be really difficult to blend out, which is why when I was applying mine, I did it in sections, whereas normally with my concealers, I would literally just like apply it all over to where I need to, then blend it out in one big go. I'm really glad I didn't go for that method with this, because if I did that, then I would have learned the hard way that it would not blend out. 2, once you've blended it out, do not go back on it because it will take it off, which is really annoying because sometimes obviously you're like, oh, I've missed a bit and you want to go back and you want to fix it, you will take this off. 3, the matte finish, it really kind of depends on your skin type. Like mine is quite dry at the moment, it's not really going too well with powders that are in my normal day routine. 4, it is not completely full coverage. I feel like it does full coverage on red areas, but when it comes to dark circles like under your eyes, it does not give you like complete full coverage. And it does crease a little bit. Like I have noticed because it was quite thick, it did crease around my eyes and my eyelids, which again, I'm not too fussed by. It is a bit annoying because when I put obviously my eyeshadow on, I'm gonna have to like wipe it off. It's just like a little bit more extra effort. Other than that, I think this concealer is literally amazing. Like I 100% am gonna keep buying this concealer if it's in stock. If you guys have tried this concealer and you absolutely loved it as much as I do, or absolutely hated it, then let me know in the comments below. I want to hear what your guys' opinions are on this concealer. If you guys actually do think it is a dupe of the Tarte Shape Face Tape, I don't know what it's called, concealer, then let me know in the comments below as well, because I would love to hear your opinions of this. So if you guys did like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you guys want to see more of my face, then hit the subscribe button and you'll be subscribed to my channel, and I will absolutely love it forever because it's so cute when, oh, you have a new subscriber to your channel comes up and I'm like, oh yay, cute. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next couple of videos.